Hi everybody, my name is Mimi Akiyama and I'm here to present to you my passion. And my passion is to create video, and the title is How to Create Your Iron Chef Video. Now, how many of you have any favorite recipe or family tradition recipe? Right? Now, would that be great if you could share that with people around the world? Now, the reason why I chose Iron Chef is that Iron Chef, as you know, is a TV program where professional chefs compete with one another. Well, I thought it would be great because we could be Iron Chef. We don't have to be professional. And because of the internet today, your recipe can be on the internet and can be seen around the world. It's really great. Now, Mr. Clay Shirky from NYU, who teaches telecommunications, says, we have media that supports both making and sharing as well as consuming. And what he really means is that, back then we only had like radio and TV, and with the consumer, it was one-sided. We just absorbed the information they gave us. But now, because of the internet, it's not just one side anymore. We can create, share, and then also consume the information. And about me, about my background is that I came from the College of New Jersey. That's where my undergrad was. And I studied interactive multimedia. And that's where my passion came from, making videos. And I've made several video clips in those classes. And I'll be happy to show you one of the videos that I made. It's called Mamie's Japanese Kitchen later on. And that is my professor. And in my interview with Mr. Kripoff, he talked about how important is the preparation. He says, preparation is the key. He says, whatever the format or equipment you use, successful cooking video requires a special requirement. And you have to remember, when you prepare video indoor, it's really orchestrated. It's not like your spontaneous video taking people skateboarding, outdoor. You really have to really orchestrate your setting. Now, what are the keys? Based on my experience, designing your video clips, outlining your video clips, and think about the equipment. Now, designing your video clips, you have to think about the purpose. Is it informative or is it persuasive? And in my video, I made it to be informative video. And what is the objectives? I wanted to have video that would be more universal so that people around the world could see it and can use the ingredients that's available to them. And outlining your video is very important too. And I use what you call storyboard. And this allowed me to think about what I would like to have on each frame by frame. And I thought about script, I thought about the camera position, and I thought about the lighting. And remember, we're inside, so you can't really, you have to really control the lighting. And if you're shooting at nighttime, you need to have sufficient lighting. And if you're shooting indoor inside a kitchen that is very small, you have to think about where the camera is positioned. And based on my experience, I use these formats. I use Canon HG10 for my digital camera equipment, and I use my Mac. And my software, as an editing software, I use Final Cut Pro. And I use lamps. Halogen lamps does a really good job for you. And microphone. Now, remember, it's a one-time opportunity. What I mean is that when you're making or when you're baking, you can't say, oh, I forgot to do this, because you're in the middle of shooting and you're in the middle of baking. And if you're making a souffle or you're making batches of cookies, you don't want to redo this over and over again. So you want to do it right. Now, based on my experience, you've got to be careful of these things. Ambient noises, camera setting and lighting, and copyright issues. Why is that? Because ambient noise can come from everywhere. And in my case, I had a noise, refrigerator humming noise, and that was like troublesome. And camera setting and lighting, I had to ask my husband to hold the halogen lamp like this and give me a nice spotlight because it was too dark in my kitchen. So I had a nice assistant. And copyright issues, just like we have to sign our release for this YouTube, you have to be very careful about using other people's material, especially if you're using stock photos, stock music. Make sure you have right sources. In my case, I use a company called iStock.com. Now, since you put everything, all your sources together, you want to optimize everything. And based on Mr. Stephen Spencer, who is the CEO of Net Concept, he says to optimize the title is key, and description, tagging, and those were really important to get your ranks up so that you can be seen by people around the world. And I made sure I had my tags like Japanese, food, teriyaki, and that really helped my ranking. And creating is not just a wonderful, just to create, but it is a rewarding experience. And there was a story about Mrs. Kim. She made a food video, and a story by Ms. Dakshana of Global and Mail, a Canadian newspaper. Ms. Kim received an email from a viewer saying how wonderful it was, because this viewer apparently had lost her mother. And then after viewing this video, she made the soup that Ms. Kim had posted. And after making it, her father came out of the room and said, "Wow, that smells good. It's like your mom came back alive." And that was like, wow, that's awesome. You can make impact in people's lives. So remember P and remember O and remember R. Preparation, on time, one time, and rewarding. Now, have that in mind. I want to show you my video. Hopefully it works. It doesn't. That would be a short clip.
Yeah. Hope you're going to like it. And all the chicken lovers out there should definitely try it. So, let's get to it, okay? Now the ingredients. This is a boneless, skinless thigh chicken. Sesame seed. Grated garlic. And it's after we put this in the oven, so I'm going to open it. Oh, wow. Bye.
Now, in this video, I said the best part is eating. You get to eat what you made. And then I had terrific response from the viewers. Some people from Turkey, she said she loved what I mentioned about using honey because in her neighborhood she did not find any Japanese ingredients there. Anyway, I hope this information helped you on your next consideration for food video. And thank you so much. We had a great time.